This New York Post op-ed with the headline, "We now know lockdowns barely worked, and Europe is over COVID. When will our leaders finally open society?" Kevin McCarthy, House Minority Leader. Congressman, great to have you in focus today. First of all, talk to me about your reaction to this meta-analysis, which it was 24 studies that Johns Hopkins looked at.
Yeah, and it's Johns Hopkins. I mean, this is what so many people have been talking about for so long, that it does not really have an effect on whether how well we were able to go through it. But what does it have an effect on these shutdowns? How many people missed the cancer screening, the mental health, the suicides for young children? I mean, this shutdown is going to have effects for decades to come. Children being held back in school, not being educated in the process. The mental health damages that's going to go on for years. Government should lift all these lockdowns, but the White House says one thing and does another. Look at Gavin Newsom just this weekend at a football game, but he's going to make NFL hand out masks again. You see Nancy Pelosi getting her hair done when no one else is supposed to. They have rules for thee, but not for me. I mean, that's what they've gone about doing. It's all about power. Why do they maintain that power? Why do they continue to do it? Why are we going to have a State of the Union where the Speaker says I can only invite 25 Republican members to come to hear the president? We have more people on our airplanes that we fly into Washington on. We were sitting on the chambers the day before, but somehow it's a show for the public, and now we know from a data that it does not work.
Wait a minute. So your COVID restriction is to bring 25 Republicans to the State of the Union? Doesn't that immediately tell the public that, and we are a republic, so that would have been right too.
Yeah, that's right, yes.
That our state isn't very good if we can't open up to the people who are leading the country, and all of you are vaxxed and so on and so forth. I want to get to this. 49 Republicans now have sent a letter to you and Leader McConnell and the Senate pledging to shut down the government over federal vaccine mandates. Here's how it reads in part. The letter tells the leaders that their party is reaching another crossroads where they must once again decide whether they will vote to fund a federal government that is enforcing tyrannical COVID-19 vaccine mandates on the American people. Right now, vaccines are required for federal workers, on-site contractors, military members, civilian defense employees, Veterans Affairs employees, federal health care workers, foreign residents applying to immigrate. Now, last I checked, White House staff, are they under a mandate for vaccine? Do you know?
I'm not sure whether the White House does that or not, because they make so many mandates, but they don't make it upon themselves. They love to have rules, but they get to go around them. I think as Americans, we're ready to move on. We're ready to have our lives back. We're ready to be back to health, back to school, back to our work. But what they continue to do is bringing this up. And what we found now, we are now having more people that have died from COVID under Joe Biden than we did prior, and he's had vaccines. So I think in this latest study, we now know that it does not work, these shutdowns make any difference. America needs to move on because you want to make sure you're getting your screening for cancer. You want to make sure kids are in school.
True.
Don't make them wear a mask. We've seen what that have done. These young children, they're having a hard time with speech because they can't see the mouth of how to pronounce words or not.
It's heartbreaking.
It is a challenge for these kids, and we're doing real damage for a long time to come. But you know, they have so many things that they have done wrong, from inflation that they continue to build, to we've watched the border that they leave it wide open, where we're now having people on the terrorist watch list. But this is something people need to start talking about. The amount of fentanyl that has come across this border. It's enough to go up to almost kill every single American up to 7 times over. And do you know in 2 weeks, fentanyl will come off the Schedule 1, meaning you won't have a mandatory sentence, a maximum sentence of going in if you come across and you're trafficking this. The Democrats have held this up. We moved legislation yesterday on the floor, and the Democrats voted against it. Yes.
I want to just slide in with this because you're talking about that, and Democrats have been pushing back on the fentanyl and getting something done to stave this off. But it's all tied to the border. And that's, I don't know, it's complicated for them because I guess they have progressives that they have to answer to on that. But I do want to get your opinion on it, though, because wouldn't we all agree that losing a generation of people to suicide and drug use. Wouldn't we all agree as Americans, those are our babies? That shouldn't be political. So what is the problem on the other side of the aisle when it comes to fentanyl?
Well, you're right. You know the number one cause of death for someone between the age of 18 to 45 is fentanyl. What they want to do, it just goes down to why the crime is across our country. They do not want to have fentanyl as a Schedule I drug. So they would, because if you get caught trafficking fentanyl, you're going to have a sentence that's going to put you in jail. Wow. They don't want to have that happen. Even President Biden has come out and said, keep it Schedule I, but don't put the mandatories in that someone has to go to jail. Well, I think if someone's trafficking drugs, that is the number one death when it comes to Americans between the 18 and 45, yeah, you should be held in jail. And this is a problem because now every single city in America is a border city. Because you know where fentanyl comes from? China. And it comes across our border where the cartels are even making more money. And there's not one day, just last week I was reading my hometown paper, the Bakersfield Californian. A mother was saying, come to the funeral of my son because I want you to learn what has happened, that he got fentanyl. You got a headline today of an actor that bought heroin that didn't know it was laced with fentanyl. This is what's happening in every single city. And New York and Bakersfield is a ways from the border. But that means that now it's clear across our country, and in 2 weeks, it will come off the Schedule I, and the Democrats voted against it to not keep it on. Why would they do that?
And that's what border agents and law enforcement along the border have been telling us, that fentanyl has made every single state in America a border state because of fentanyl. Leader McCarthy, thank you for being in focus.